Hello everybody, welcome back to this week's video. I don't know why I always say welcome back, it's the start of the video. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I've kind of took a little hiatus. I've been sick like a lot. Like it's pollen season where I am, so I've been sick a lot. I've not been able to record, but now I can. And as usual, rocking the Power Rangers shirt. I actually spent like 5 minutes looking for it. I did not know where it was, but I found it. I just have to take a second to say thank you. 144 subscribers at the time of recording. That is insane. Like, from one video as well. From the, St. Patrick's Day thing. The Mega Force, whatever you want to. The Super Mega Force, all green, Super Mega Change, whatever. But yeah, thank you all so much. But yeah, on to today's video. We are going to be talking about, we're not really going to be talking about something as much as we're going to be interviewing Power Ranger actors. But it's kind of different. It's not actually actors, it's their characters. So I'm going to be asking ChatGPT, I'm going to say, ask 5 questions to a Power Ranger character and then have them answer those 5 questions in the way the character normally would. So, that's what we're going to do, and let's get on into it. Alright, so first we're going to ask Tommy Oliver. Of course, we're going to ask Tommy Oliver 5 questions. So we're going to ask Tommy Oliver 5 questions and then answer them as he would. Alright, so for the first question, Tommy, you've worn many colors as a Ranger. Green, white, red, black. Which one meant the most to you and why? And Tommy answers, each color represents a different chapter in life, but if I had to choose, it'd be the Green Ranger. Not because it was the strongest, but because it's where my journey began. I started as an enemy, but now I earned the team's trust and became one of them. That transformation shaped who I am. Great answer. I feel like that's just trying to really support the overarching fan hype for Tommy as the Green Ranger is the best. But anyway, number 2, how do you deal with the pressure of being a leader during your time as the Red Zeo Ranger and the Turbo Ranger? Leadership isn't about being the strongest. It's about being there for your team, even when things get tough. I had to grow up fast. I made mistakes, but I learned to listen to my teammates and trust them. They gave me strength. Something that does get wrong here, he was also the leader when he was the White Ranger. So literally, that's one of the reasons why I do not like the Green Ranger. It was the only time, I guess as the Black Dino Thunder Ranger, he wasn't the leader. But during his straight run of being Rangers, the Green Ranger was the only time he wasn't the leader. And I'm just like, I like it better when Tommy's the leader. But yeah, number 3. Do you ever miss being a Ranger full time? Tommy answers, all the time. But being a Ranger never really leaves you. It's in your heart. Even when I was teaching or living a normal life, I stayed ready. Because evil doesn't take breaks. And neither do Rangers. This is a good answer. I like how they include the part where he's a teacher now. Like, from Dino Thunder, he teaches now. Despite the fact, I think in, the Dimension of Danger thing, it mentioned he was at the dojo or something. Something like that. But, yeah, it's cool continuity. Way to go, ChatGPT. 5 stars. Number 4, you face some powerful enemies. Who is your toughest? My toughest opponent, honestly, myself. When I was under Rita's control, fighting the darkness inside me was harder than any monster. But every fight, that reminded me what I was fighting for. My friends, my family, Earth. Okay. I would probably say fighting Goldar was the hardest. He made Lord Zed look like a like a piece of candy he just took from a baby. Like, my goodness, he just bang, Lord Zed's dead. All right, like Tommy, come on, or Lord Zed, come on, man, you're like the Emperor of Evil, and Tommy alone wipes you out. Like, that's probably what started the whole thing, that Tommy's the most powerful ranger. Like, okay. Anyway, number 5. What advice would you give to the next generation of Power Rangers? Be true to yourselves. Fight for what's right. And always have each other's backs. Powers come and go, but the bond you form with the team, that's forever. Trust me, I've lived it. Well, you see, the bond you created with Zach and Trini, apparently you never got to experience that again, unless you, like, consider the fact that in Once and Always, he was on the team as the Green Ranger, which doesn't really make sense unless you have the Master Morpher. Why be the Green Ranger? Be the White Ranger. And then you have Zach, Trini, and Jason back as the Red Rangers, and Kimberly back as the Pink Ranger. So I guess if you think about it like that, you would say, I guess that makes sense. But I just have such a hard time to believe. Like, it's cool for the special. It's like those fridge thoughts. Like when you're watching the movie, you're like, oh, this is so cool. But then you get up for a beverage in the fridge after the movie's over, and you're like, wait a second. Like, how did they have their powers? I get the Master Morpher, but the power coins were destroyed. Wait, the original power coins weren't even destroyed, I just remembered. They were just overloaded with power. So maybe, like, after time, they felt better. Because the ninja coins were the ones that Goldar had in his hands and Rita Zed blasted. Not the, what are they called? Power coins, normal ones. But anyway, we are going to be asking, I'd say, Andros. We're going to be asking Andros next. So ask Andros 5 questions and answer them as him. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not asking the questions, I have no idea what I would ask them. I'm just having ChatGPT ask the questions and then ChatGPT answer the questions. It's way easier for me to make a video. So we'll start with the first one. Andros, you spent most of your life alone. How did that shape the way you led the Space Rangers? In Andros answers, I didn't trust easily. I was used to working alone. Mission first, feelings later. But the team, especially people like Carlos and Ashley, reminded me I don't have to carry everything myself. Leadership isn't just strategy, it's trust. I'd say it wasn't as much Carlos as it was TJ. Because when Andros didn't have a plan or something, or Andros just wasn't there, TJ was the leader. Because TJ was the leader in Turbo, who had the four Rangers, went over there in space, became 5 Rangers, left behind Justin. But yeah, I think that's still, like, really cool the way they answered it. I don't know why I keep going like this. I'm sorry. I don't know. Anyway, on to number 2. What was it like finally finding your sister Corone after believing she was lost for so long? It was complicated. For years, I blamed myself. Then I'd learned she'd become an astronomer. That guilt nearly crushed me, but deep down, I always believed that there was good in her. Saving her wasn't just a mission, it was a redemption for both of us. I like this. I just want to go back to what I said about the previous one. My God, what do you mean I was used to working alone? You had Zane, and it was only like a couple months he was trapped in that, I don't know, carbonite, whatever you want to call it, and then he was back to good. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I think that's like what he would say. Yeah, he did blame himself, and it was also, yeah, a redemption for him, his first failure, and he redeemed it. But yeah, on number 3. Why did you decide to destroy Zordon's energy tube at the end of the space season? In Andros answers, Because it was the only way. Zordon knew it too. I didn't want to do it. It felt like losing a part of our history, but the sacrifice saved the galaxy. Sometimes a ranger means making the hardest choice for the greater good. That hits hard, man. Oh man, every time I watch Zordon's destruction, man, I just flash back to the moment we first saw him. And sometimes him from the pilot episode. But yeah, I like that. It's like, yeah, it was a hard decision. He didn't want to, but him and Zordon knew it was the only way to save the entire galaxy. Even though for 24 more years, the galaxy wasn't free of evil. I guess it is now, guys, though. It's gone. Evil's gone. Yay! Anyway, did you ever consider staying on Earth after your mission ended? I thought about it. Earth started to feel like home. The people, the team, they mattered to me. But the galaxy is a big place. I knew there were still people out there who needed help, like Karun once did. So I kept going. But you didn't. You stayed on Earth. There was that whole scene where you were gonna stay on KO35, but then you went back to Earth with the other Rangers. And then I know what you're thinking. Well, he could have left after. No. And Forever Red, the next time we see Andros, he's still on Earth. Actually, that's the last time we see Andros. Wow. Anyway, and when we see Andros next, he's still on Earth. Although I guess technically next time we see him chronologically, he's on the moon. But then he goes back to Earth. I don't know. Maybe he left. It's a possibility he left. And he heard chatter among the universe. The Machine Empire was being rebuilt. So he went back to Earth, worked with Tommy and Nasada, and went to the moon to explore. Yada yada yada. Forever Red plot. Anyway, number 5, the last one Andros gets to be asked. What do you believe makes someone worthy of being a Power Ranger? Andros answers, it's not about power or being perfect. It's about fighting for what's right, even when it's hard. It's about loyalty, sacrifice, and believing something bigger than yourself. If you can do that, you already have the heart of a Ranger. I think this is definitely something for, like, it's like one of those commercials they used to do for, they would be like, don't do drugs, kids, or don't drink alcohol. It's like, yeah. But you do have to have power. It's kind of in the name, Power Ranger. But yeah, besides that, pretty good answer, I'd say. Okay, so I think next we're actually gonna ask Lord Zed 5 questions, and then answer them as him. Now this one is like required, man. Like, come on, it's Lord Zed. I mean, they're the ones you're gonna get questions or answers like this. Like, it's not about power being perfect, but it's Lord Zed. Like, look at the foolish question. Anyway, let's get on to number 1. Lord Zed, what was your true goal in conquering Earth? Why Earth specifically? Lord Zed answers, foolish question. Earth is the nexus of untapped power and chaotic potential. Conquering it would have given me control over the morphing grid itself. Besides, humiliating Zordon and his pathetic Rangers on their favorite little rock, delicious. Don't know what delicious means, but anyway, on to number 2. What was your reaction when Rita or Repulsor returned and, well, cast a love spell on you? Lord Zed answers, ugh, don't remind me. That spell was an insult to my greatness. But over time, Rita proved herself as a valuable ally, ruthless, unpredictable, and just right kind of wicked. Together, we were almost unstoppable. Almost. Why do you think your plans kept failing against the Power Rangers? Lord Zed answers, because I was surrounded by incompetence. Goldar, Rito, Finster, always bumbling my brilliance. The Rangers, they were annoyingly resourceful, yes, but with better support, I would have crushed them like insects. Mark my words. You can see I'm really channeling Lord Zed. Okay. Number 4. If you could destroy one ranger permanently, who would it be? Lord Zed answers. Tommy Oliver, that meddlesome green turned white ranger ruined everything. I gave him power, dark power, and then he betrayed me. His persistence, his influence, his heroism, it makes me sick. Eliminating him would have been my crowning achievement. This one bugs me because he didn't give Tommy his powers. But we're gonna move on. Ignore my voice crack. Number 5. Do you still believe that evil can triumph, even after all your defeats? Zed answers. Evil truly never dies. It waits. It evolves. And I may have been weakened, even transformed, but my essence endures. And when time comes, the universe will tremble beneath my wrath. Once more, this is not the end. It's a pause. Alright, so I think if we're gonna ask Lord Zed some questions, we gotta ask Rita Riposa 5 questions as well. Like, I mean, come on. They're the perfect duo. The perfect one. So, like, come on. First question is Rita. What was it like being trapped in a space dumpster for 10,000 years? And Rita answers, ugh, don't remind me. 10 millennia of cramped quarters, no magic, and snoring monsters. When I finally got out, I was ready to conquer the nearest planet just for spite. Unfortunately, that turned out to be Earth. Blah! I'm really trying to channel the villains. I wasn't really channeling Andros or Tommy, but, you know. Number 2. Why do you hate the Power Rangers so much? Because they ruin everything. Every time I hatch a brilliant, evil plan, bam! Here comes those color-coded teenagers with their flashy poses and giant robots. And don't even get me started on that goody-goody Zordon. I deserve the morphing grid, not him. I love this. By the way, I just have to say, how does, like, I'm thinking about it now. I can't stop thinking about it. Lord Zed told Rita to conquer Earth, but then how come after the space dumpster, she says, I'm gonna conquer the nearest planet, as if it was just a coincidence that it was Earth? Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay, number 3. Be honest. What was your favorite monster ever created? Pudgy Pig was hilarious. Guy was creepy enough to make Alpha short circuit. But honestly, Green Ranger Tommy, when he was under my evil spell, was a masterpiece. A Power Ranger turned evil, chef's kiss. Mwah. Too bad he had to go all heroic on me. Blah. What's the deal with you and Lord Zed? True love or twisted alliance? Oh, please. It started as a spell, obviously, but Zeddy grew on me. I mean, he's got that whole evil space overlord thing going for him. We bicker, we blast, we bond over our hatred of the Rangers. It's a toxic romance, in the best way. That one was kind of meh. After becoming the Mystic Mother, which, by the way, if you didn't know, Rita is the Mystic Mother for Mystic Force, which is really cool. Do you regret your villainous past? Maybe a little bit, but every wicked step brought me to where I am. I used to destroy the universe, now I help protect it. Now I help protect the magic in it. Life's funny like that. Besides, I still have a little fun now and then. I started losing my voice on that one. This one doesn't make as much sense. Like, I don't think the Mystic Mother would answer, oh, please, it started as a spell, obviously, but Zeddy grew on me. Like, Lord Zed is evil, as established in Mighty Morphin 2, In Space, and Cosmic Fury, and General Fury, yes. And then, like, why do you hate the Power Rangers so much? Because they ruin everything. I have to burn on the evil planet. Like, you're answering this as if she's the Mystic Mother. But you're answering number 5 as if she's the Mystic Mother. But then the other questions you answered as if she was Rita. I don't get that. But anyway, on to our last person. We're gonna say Ion. from Dino Theory. From Cosmic Theory, actually. 5 questions and then answer them as him. Ion is one of those characters that, like, he has that specific personality, but, like, it can be, like, really hard to capture sometimes, but then, like, really easy to capture. Like, it just kind of depends who you are and what you're kind of feeling at the time. Alright, so anyway, number 1. Ion, what was it like adjusting to life on Earth after being away for so long? Ion answers, oh man, it's so weird, but also so awesome. I mean, Earth has ice cream, video games, and this thing called karaoke. I crushed it with their edition of Go, 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 Gold Ranger. Wait, is that how that went? Go, go. Wait, I can't remember the tune. I can remember Go, Green Ranger. And then like, Go, Green Ranger, go, go. But I can't remember, like, it's time for a gold rush. Gold Ranger. I don't know. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look this up after. Anyway, back to how he answered. But yeah, definitely took me time to get used to the elevators and toilets. Long story. Alright, number 2. You were once Red Ranger material. Do you feel jealous that Zato became the leader instead? And he answers, nah, Zato's my bro. He got that whole calm and wise thing going on. Me, I bring the spark. We balance each other out. Besides, leading is hard. I prefer punching the bad guys and cracking jokes. It's very true. That's very, very true. I don't think he would have been a great leader at all. Like, you know, when he was first introduced, he was like, I want to be leader. Zato did a bad thing. But, yeah, he would not have made a great leader. Because, like, remember the whole ice cream situation? Like, I don't think that's good leader material. Anyway, number 3. What was the hardest challenge you faced in Cosmic Fury? Losing Zato. Twice. First, when he sacrificed himself. And then, when he came back different. That hurt. I had to step up emotionally. Not just in battle, but hey, we stuck together. That's what Rangers do, right? Number 4. What makes being the Gold Ranger so special to you? Gold isn't just shiny, although, hello, have you seen this armor? Not in Cosmic Fury. It's not shiny armor in Cosmic Fury. But anyway, it's a symbol of hope. I fight for Rathcon, for my friends, and for all the people who can't fight for themselves. Plus, I've got some style, baby. Alright, finally, number 5, our last question. If you weren't a ranger, what would you be doing instead? Easy. Intergalactic food blogger. I travel from planet to planet, reviewing alien delicacies. Welcome to Ion's Cosmic Cuisine. Today, we try Zordberry pie. Boom! Instant hit. That's I think is the most answer, or a good answer for Ion. Like, that's the most thing Ion would say. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I do hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. And you don't even gotta subscribe, alright? We're at 144 subscribers at the time of recording. Don't even gotta subscribe. Just let me know you like the video. But anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.